Like, Salakia. Cha halam Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai Wachabah Wahadar. Um, all praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Bahasham Haracha Akodash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well of Yasha Allah. Peace and blessings to you faithful elect, men out there, faithful elect, period. With the men that's out there pushing this truth and sincerity, across four corners of the earth, laboring, in the true names, being Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai, Yahweh being the name of the Father, Yahweh Shai being the name of the Son, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Shalom wa Barakim, Aman Bachir Yasha Allah. All right, my brother Shariat and Awasah Shaman, and I just want to get going and just get into something really quick. This is only out to you blacks, Latinos, and so-called, all so-called and so-called Native American Indians because you're actually the biblical Israelites. All right, this is something I just seen real quick. Pretty much, it says Shad Gaspard's wife breaks silence after former WWE superstar is found dead on Venice Beach. Now, reason why I found this interesting because I'm just, I'm watching or whatever right now, seeing what's going on, trying to get updated, stay updated, where we at with things. But pretty much, I had seen this, and the title was cut off, so I thought it was like possibly Illuminati sacrifice or something like that. But so I just went into it, even though I don't even know who this guy is. You know, I'm long out of watching wrestling, but maybe some brothers may know who this is. But pretty much, this the Jake, and the picture was originally, I believe it was him and his wife standing here, but they don't have it on here anymore. And this is his name. His name is he used to wrestle for WWE, which most brothers grew up to know to be WWF. But it says Shad Gaspard's wife breaks silence after former WWE superstar is found dead. So that's what I seen. So I clicked on it and I come here and it says on Venice Beach, from what I can remember. So I'm going through it and it says the wife of former WWE superstar Shad Gaspard broke her silence on Thursday, one day after the wrestler's body was found on a South California beach. So I'm like, maybe this still could be some type of sacrifice. Let me just see. Spirit just had me come here. But you'll get my point in a second. It says, so she went on, going into her emotional spill, her rant. It says, Shad was and always will be our real life superhero. Let me read some of what she said. It says, Shad was our whole world, and we were his. I'm only going to read what I read. And it says, you can see that. And then I jump to this point. Shad will always be our real life superhero, she said. So it says Gaspard, is the point. Gaspard 39 went missing on Sunday after he had been swimming in nearby Marina del Rey with his 10-year-old son Aryeh or Aryeh, which is kind of spiritual because that's kind of like Arya, but it's Aryeh or Aryeh, however they say it. It's either Aryeh or Aryeh. That's super spiritual. It says which means lion, in the Hebrew, Ariyah. But anyway, it says the two had gotten caught in a rip current, lifeguard said. Now, this is when I knew, okay, this spirit bearing witness, this probably ain't false. So this is what happened to this Jake. It says, and so I'm like, okay, if it was a sacrifice, both of them did. So it says REA was rescued, but Gaspard's body was unable to be located until it was found on Venice Beach. Listen to this, early Wednesday. Listen to this. So that just disowned that, my spirit, that it was possibly a sacrifice. This is just Jake doing what Jake do. So it says, 1 week after Los Angeles County reopened it's beaches. So pretty much, this Jake, he literally went swimming with his son, and he ended up getting took. You know, he ended up getting took, man. Which is crazy for them to even reopen the beaches during the time where supposedly this coronavirus is killing people. You know, Father said he's gonna send pestilence, plagues. You know what I'm saying, and etc. But why would those that be in charge allow this? This doesn't make any sense. So fast forward, I'm just thinking like that's so ironic because the first thing this Jake did, after they opened the beaches, the first thing you could think about is going to jump in some water, go straight to the beach. So it was just folly. So the Lord took him in his folly, man, and his son is still here to talk about it. And this is him. And they in fact, reason why I found it so interesting because I seen that, last week that they had reopened. They reopened. It says 1 week after Los Angeles County reopened its beaches. They reopened their beaches. That's like the most, or you can contract. That's the easiest place to contract anything with all the people. The water, etc. Man, it's crazy. And the first thing this Jake does is take his son and put them in that situation. So he got what the Lord gave him, man. You know. Now let me get this. Proverbs 1 and man, this is crazy. This says this is really mockery, man. You wanted to go. The first thing you do when they open beaches is during this pandemic is so called is you take your son to a beach. You Jakes have no concern with your creator, man, your maker, the father. No concern with true knowledge, what's going on out here. You're just caught up in folly 24/7. It says Proverbs 1 uh, and 24. Because it says, because I have called, uh, you know what? Let me get this. 23. This is not even my point. This is not even my point. My point is in 26. But 23. Turn ye at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you. So you ultimately gonna find out what's going on. But you, Jakes, you want to live in ignorance. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to know what the hell's going on. Verse 24. Because I have called and ye refuse, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. So how did he stretch out his hand? By he forced men to come into this thing to learn what's going on. You might have had all type of things going on in the world, and he pulled you out of that. That's why I said that you didn't choose me. I chose you, which makes sense because this flesh wicked. So the Lord had to really do a number on the men to bring them in. A lot of them he cut. A lot of men came in super young, 16. Some of the elders came in 16, 17. Men coming in, before they're even 30 years old. You know, Jacob got a lot of folly to get out the way. During those years, you know, you got Jakes that got a lot of folly to take place in. So the Lord forced these men to come in and receive these words to know what the hell is going on out here, and thus be his mouthpiece, and his hand and his weapon and those parts in a time to come. But right now, his words. So it says, because I have called, and what do? They come out and they call to you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians, telling you what's going on and the destruction and what is how we've been lied to and what's about to get ready to come and where we're at in these times, man. So the Lord said, because I have called and ye refuse, but you don't want to listen. You know, the first thing you could think about during the time where he set everybody down and give you perfect ample opportunity to get your life together, get yourself right with him before the destruction come. You go to a beach. You're literally, I mean, Jake swimming like he Michael Phelps or something like that. It says, because I have called and ye refuse, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. But ye have set at naught all my counsel and would none of my reproof. I will also laugh, this is my point, I will also laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. So that's mockery, man. You wanted to swim, that's the same thing that took you out, man. Cause you're caught up in folly, man. You're silly, man. Listen to this, verse 27. It says, when your fear cometh as a desolation, right? It's a scary thing to drown. You know, that's like being suffocated in a different element. It says, Lord took your breath, man. It was ultimately the water. The water did it to you. Now you know Jake, he shouldn't even went swimming. You know? It says, in that moment, it says, when your fear cometh as a desolation and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind. What he said was a rip in the current, and that's kind of like was water likened unto underneath when it go. If you look into currents is pretty much gust of water blowing or running, moving, you know, at car like speeds. You know, it says, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you. See this? Listen. Then they shall call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me, for they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Lord, of Yahweh, right? Because he got a name. It says, they would none of my counsel, they despise all my reproof. Therefore shall they eat the fruit of their own ways. So they say, get it how you live, right? So that's how he got it. And be filled with their own devices. Now, how did he refuse the Lord's reproof? The Lord says right here in the book of Amos. Let me see, what am I looking for? He said 3 and 10. Salakia. That's not it. Let me see, might be 2 and 10. Salakia. I ain't brought this out in a second. Nope. Let me search. Yeah, man. I mean, Jake just silly, man. Jake is real silly, man. Let me see. What am I thinking of? Let me see. Let me search it real quick, Salaki. You know? And I mean, you can't make that up. First thing he could think about is going swimming during the pandemic. You still ain't found out what's going on. You know? Salakia. It's Micah. Micah 2 and 10. It says, Arise ye. Who is the ye? You so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans who had your name changed from Israel to these bywords, right? You're the Israelites, man. The Bible only talks to the Israelites. Arise ye, Israelites, right? And depart. How do we know you're the Israelites? Because you're the only people who foot the bill, man. There's a thing called the curses in the 28th chapter of Deuteronomy. Look them up. Right? Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. Jake going out on honeymoons. Jake doing all this crap. Jake gonna go swimming on beaches. We're not even from this land. And, you know, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction. See that? You was destroyed by Esau's folly. One thing he could think about is how can he basically just cause more chaos. Why would you open beaches up? That'll just make sense. What did that got to do with anything, man? That's not going to cleanse anybody or anything. If anything, if these people have these coronavirus, You're killing the animals in the waters, man. It just don't make any sense. So that's what happened, man. That's why you set the counsel of the Lord at naught, because this is his counsel. He said, "Arise and depart." You go into that word "depart," because I'm gonna keep this short, man. This is really simple. This Jake, he just and this will happen when you don't want to keep your mind stayed on the Lord. It says your lock to go, walk, come. It says your manner of life. So your man see your manner of life, man.
Strong's H3212. Yalach. Yalach.
Your lock. It says to go, walk, come, depart, perceive, move, go away, to die, live. So you die according to this world. Your lifestyle. Jake, you used to do that. There's a chance this dude could have heard this truth before. You know? Manner of life. You know? So that's how you depart. You don't keep living like the rest of these people who are not your people, man. You know? So there you go, man. You got that, and let me give one more scripture. You know, the Lord not playing, man. Matter of fact, let me get this, man. And he killed kids too. He don't give a damn. That's what people don't realize. Think everything a damn game. All right? All right, let me see. It says, Salakia. Salakia. Let me get this real quick. This will be my last one. You know, it's a foolish thing what this dude did, man. Now you're back in the spirit world because you want to live like Esau. You want to run from judgment and truth, right? Getting your judgment clear, because your judgment, your perception is just all foggy. It was messed up. Now it's gone. It's taken from you. The Lord just made an example of this dude. You know, you Israelites gonna learn, man. You don't believe you're an Israelite? Well, we'll find you'll find out. That's one thing you don't want. To have to go back to the spirit world and find out. You know? See Esau, he being the devil. You know, search certain scriptures. They try to act like, okay, I will look right over it. Salakia. Job 4:7. It says, remember, I pray thee. Remember, I pray thee. So I pray you remember. Always remember this. Whoever perished being innocent. Or where was the righteous cut off? You know what I'm saying? Because the Lord didn't perish. The Lord, he wasn't cut off. The Lord immortal now for what he went through. You know what I'm saying? So remember, I pray thee, whoever perished being innocent. So he wasn't innocent, man. Or where was the righteous cut off? All right? So now he know, man. So, hey, this is an example the Lord just gave us, man. Keep your mind stayed on the Lord. You know, he'll turn you over to this, man. He'll give you over to things. And he'll give you over to things inconvenient, man. He'll tell you that in the book of Romans. I'm not even gonna get it. You know, it's up to you to find that out. And that's what happened with this Jake. So, you know, his son made it, but he didn't, because you wanted to listen to these people, these devils. You know, talking about a beach is back open. What am I gonna do at the beach? You know, now you back in the spirit world, man. But you got your head on right now. So this is Shaq Gaspard. He's a former WWE superstar. You know, now he's super dead because folly. You know, so with that, I'm gonna give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Ha, Rakat, Akwadash, double honors to the apostles, the elders, great millstone, who rule well. Peace and blessings to you, faithful elect, man. Keep teaching, pushing this truth, and stand 10 toes locked in, you know, and the rest of you 1/3. All right, shalom.